I'm Johnny from Expert Boxing. This is a special video I'm making for my friend Jason, another infamous boxing trainer on YouTube. You can check out his channel. It's VVV and then the number 3. I'll put his link in the description in case you didn't get that. In this video, I'm going to show you how to beat an aggressive fighter. Okay, an aggressive fighter, a guy who just keeps coming forward non-stop, throwing huge punches, lots of punches and bunches, won't leave you alone. This is how I would deal with him. The first tip is to hold your ground. Okay, so you have to be able to stand in front of him. If you can't hold your center and you're always being pushed back, you're never going to be able to punch, you're never going to be able to defend. So you have to be able to hold your ground and keep your body in the center. Find a way. So if he comes in, you're going to have to push him back. Even if you're blocking, block from here, not from here. Or maybe even a little bit forward, so you have a little bit of a push. Now if he's real close and he's pushing you, he's just constantly pushing, you can't keep him. I have this problem because I'm a very skinny guy. I'm always in the ring with stocky guys, and stocky guys are pushing me around. So here's my trick. What I do when we're in close range and we're clinching and this aggressive guy is trying to shove me around, I lift him up. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean by lifting. I take my arm and I stick it under his armpit and I lift him just with one arm. So maybe this hand's over here and this other one's, lifted up a bit, and then I walk him down. I lift him and I walk him, and he's gonna feel a little bit tilted up on one side, and he won't be able to push as long as you're lifting him. Of course, when I say lift, I don't mean lift with the arm, I mean get your hip under. Okay, so get under, lift him somewhere. Okay, tilt him off balance, just lift him and walk. Keep your hips under you, walk into him. Now let's say you can't hold your ground, you can't lift him, and you have to back up. If you're gonna run, don't run back all the way. You run out of space and you trap yourself in the ropes. Just make enough to make a hole. Make a hole, he falls through, you throw counter shots. That's it. Okay, so you're here, you're pushing, and then you feel like he's about to commit his body weight, and you open up. And you let him fall through, you throw your counter shots. The second tip, counter punching. Okay, when you're counter punching an aggressive guy, you just go straight to the hard shots. Don't bother with the jab stuff. If he's coming right in, straight, right away with the right hand. Okay, and you throw 3 at a time. You come in, you see him coming in, right, left, right. He comes in, left up, hook, uppercut, hook. Hard counters right away. And what you can do is hard counter and then slip out. Okay, hard counter, slip out, roll out. Or you wait, and then he comes in. Sure enough, he's gonna come in, he's an aggressive guy. Then you slip, hard counter, then move out. Slip, hard counter, move out. Slip, hard counter. Okay, slip. So either you throw a hard counter right off the bat and slip out, or you slip first and then throw a hard counter. What I love to do is I show him my head and then I show him the punch. I show him my head, I show him the punch. This is what I mean. Because they love to headhunt. Aggressive guys are headhunters. I'm here, you see my head, now you see the fist. You see my head, now you see the fist. See my head, now you see the fist. So every time he looks for my head, I show him my head, show him the punch, show him my head, show him the punch, show him my head, So I'm constantly moving my head on every shot. And if you're good, you won't have to go all the way over, real subtle. So he wants to aim for my head. I know he's going to throw a right hand over my jab, and boom, he gets hit by my counter right here. I know he wants to take my head out, bring my head under, come up with the hook. Okay, so I have to move my head a little bit more. Now the final tip for fighting an aggressive guy, I think this is a very, very important tip, is to find out what to do with your head. Okay, and when I say what to do with your head is, the aggressive guy is always trying to force you off your center. You're always going to feel like you have to slip and you have to move your head. You can't just keep your head here. But the thing is, the moment I take my head off the center and he takes this spot, it's impossible for me to come back on. So I'm always going to be off balance. Okay, so whatever you do, try to find a way to keep your head at the center. If you slip, you keep it real tight. Okay? Or if you have to absolutely move your head off the center, take your feet with you. So now you have a new center. Take your feet. Okay, if I'm going to roll, let's say I roll through, boom, I take my foot with me. Now I'm preserving my center. I'm not letting him control my center. If he stands right in front of me and I'm like this, it doesn't even matter if I can counter or not, because my punches won't have power and I'm going to be stuck here the entire time. So that's all it is. Hold your ground, throw hard counters right away, show your head, boom. You know he's coming right in, right here, he's coming right in. You don't even have to look, just pull your head out and throw a hard right hand straight down the middle. Hold your ground, hard counters, and try to hold yourself at center. And that's what I would recommend for beating an aggressive boxer. I'm John from Expert Boxing. Subscribe to my channel or check out my website, expertboxing.com, for more great boxing tips. Thanks.